Hello there. Hope all is well tonight. How y'all doing today? Alrighty, let's get into and talk about some things. We're going to talk about some things about building your business and running traffic to your business because I know you know that anytime you have a business, we can't be successful without growing it, right? We have to get customers to our business. And that's what we're going to talk about. Now, I'm going to give you some strategies tonight, and then next week we're going to get deeper into some things. So, if you want to be in some of my Zoom, I've been having my live Zooms, and Saturday we had one. I was like, we got into it 3 hours. We had a computer glitch probably about 2 hours into it, and then we got back on a little later on. But the text push the dream to 833-247-6465 if you want to get alerted when we go live. That's 833-247-6465, and that way you can be behind the scenes and ask all the questions you want to. I know we're here on social media and you guys are listening to what I have to say. You may have some questions and you just don't know how to answer them. Ask them, or you something may jot your memory when you're in the group. And that's how it was Saturday, because there were people in the group and they was like, okay, well, the question that someone else asked, it was something that they wanted to know. So we really, not saying you have to stay on that long. We won't do them that long, but sometimes it goes over because a lot of great information. A lot of people are asking questions about their businesses, and so that way you can get your questions answered. So try attending those with us, and like sometimes I may give them on a Tuesday, but I've been doing them lately on a Saturday morning. But I think I do them during the week too, because I think that it'll give up everybody a little bit flexibility. So now let me get right into what I want to talk about with you guys. Now, there are a few major things, whether you're going to do a brick and mortar business or whether you're going to do a digital business. And I think that a lot of people may, because you have a 9 to 5, you may want to try and do a digital business. A business that, you can do digital, like teach a course, or, have something online, maybe run a meeting, or run a course that you could have live Zoom attendees, and I can show you how to set all of that up, how to set up your email responders, and get your digital product out there, do your sales page and things like that. So don't sleep on this, especially if you have a a 9 to 5, and you want to you want multiple streams of income from home. So that's what we'll be going over, and answering questions for that, and we'll be talking about that, and then I'll be letting you know, because sometimes I do a live class on that versus you just have another a class that you can do it digital. But I like to answer some of your questions along the way. Now, one other thing is that now that I touched on it, now that I mentioned it, I want to talk about email marketing first when growing your business. Why is it so important? Well, just like I gave you my text message, there's a lot of things you can do with the text message and email responding. Emails are real good. You can do a course in an email, having an email responder. Just how you get your potential clients email is just like most people, if they give you something that's of value, that's free to you, then you have to put your email address down and then put your name or whatever, and then they give you the product. Well, that is real good to have, because once you may have you may want to communicate with them that way. Let's say, if even with text messaging, I may text you a link from my email, so that way I'll know if you're interested in certain things that I'm getting ready to offer. So that's a good way for you to use to grow your business, and to find out what specific requirements, or what people need, what someone need for is your service or whatever like that, and then you can communicate with them. You can direct and lead and guide them where you are. And we don't own these social media platforms, so it's best to get people, so way you can be able to contact them later. And how, and then we'll talk about this next week, but there are some things that you should want to do, increasing your opt-in rates and knowing what minimal opt-in rates there are. And the opt-in rates meaning people that are opting into your email address. If you send out an email, I'm sorry, and how many people open your email, that tells the story too. And a lot of times people unsubscribe to your email list, which is good too, because you won't have to worry about paying for those people that are just there and not really, and you're gonna get people that come on your email list just to get your free product, and then they'll bounce off the next time you send them an email. That happens to me sometimes, but here again, I don't have to worry about paying for that additional person that just really don't want to be there. Okay, you're taking up space and you're taking up my money. Okay, so that's something that you need to don't sweat it. Don't even worry about it when that happened to you. Now let me go over and give you a few more things. Let's see here, another one that we're going to talk about: building some content to put to email and to communicate to your potential clients. Let me give you some examples. Like, content is like anything that can really educate someone on your business or about your business. You don't have to always sell them. You can go and just create some content. I do that a lot of times. I create content and just give them some little tips, but I give people that are not, that are connected to me or have already went through my email, on my email list and even on my text list. So we kind of like talk behind the scenes all the time. So versus when you don't see me on here, doesn't mean I'm not communicating with my clients. And that's how you can also grow your business as well. And then, determining what kind of content you need to create. You can look at things like, there's Answer the Public. I've been telling you and talking about this for years about Answer the Public. It is, you answer the public. You go in and you put in your subject line, your subject. Let's say, for instance, I may want to say, let's talk about digital marketing or something like that, and then I find out what questions they're asking about digital marketing, and then I can tell, okay, this is the kind of content I need to create because this is what people are asking. And the way Answer the Public of that platform or that website, where they get that from the Google search engine, and they pick up the search, the words or the phrases that people and the questions that they are searching for. It's all kind of different adjectives that they can give you a printout of. They actually, if you go and when you go on Answer the Public and you put in your keyword or whatever, you can download an Excel spreadsheet of all of the information that they've retrieved. It's like a wheel. You have to be on a wheel, and then it'll be the who, what, where, when, how, and things like that of the questions that people have been asking of that particular board you put in. So that gives you information about, that can help you, like I said, help you build your content. And then there's other ways: Google Trends, Google Alerts, whatever. You can YouTube see what's going on and see what other people are asking in your niche, and then discover and find out there how you can better come up with some content that maybe somebody else hadn't came up with. And you just you have to do it's time consuming in a good way, because then that way you can be the resource for your audience. You can be the resource for the people that is in your community, or the people that you're trying to target. That would be helpful for them. So that's how you go ahead and create content for them. And also, and don't ever, you can always recycle your content. A lot of times, really, especially if you're in business, a lot of times it's going to rotate back around. So you can do it that way too as well. Now, and then also, when you are creating content, it can be all variations of content. It can be videos, like I said. It can be blog posts. It can be, little cartoons. You can get someone to create a whole story for you. It can be static posts. Sometimes I post stuff up, with my different little things that I do. Is really content to just educate you in a different way, not just a static post all the time, Alrighty. And then the next thing is learning how to be, at least if you don't know how to do a good sales letter or copywriting, this is to help you grow your business. a lot of times you can get someone, you can hire a copywriter, you can hire someone to do it for you. But in the event that you want to try it yourself, let me give you some tips and some tools to do that with. Now, one thing about it is you need to know some power words when you are writing. You know, get you a book or something that has like words that sell. I have one, it's not near me now, but I have a book that it has all kind of words, different phrases and of words that sell on any, pretty much any subject that you want to know about. And then to, just finding out, finding out what language your customers are speaking. And then like I mentioned to you earlier, how you go about doing that. You find out what are they doing on YouTube, what are they doing on Google, what are they asking, what are they, look at social media, search social media hashtags in your niche, and find out what they're talking about. What's the language? Go to Reddit, go to Quora, Quora, and go there and find out what they're talking about. Discussion boards and things like that. Just find out what's really going on with them. Okay, with that. Now, let's see. Now, one of the other things I do want to share with you too is also keyword. Knowing some keywords that's in your niche. That's a good way, because when you're putting things on social media like TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, whatever, wherever you're putting your content, you want to, some platforms, hashtag is still a good thing. Knowing your keywords, putting your keywords even in your, when you uploading a video, if you do upload videos to YouTube channel, putting in tag words and things like that, knowing the keywords that's in your niche. You can also put the keywords in your particular caption or your, or your description of your sales letter or whatever the case may be. So you constantly, and that's I think in a sense that's a little hack for you to, when someone is searching you on the Google search engine platform or whatever. I think that's how your information, in my opinion, that's how I think a lot of things, especially when I first started out with Push to Dream. You would put in Push to Dream. I don't probably fell down a little bit now, but you put in Push to Dream and up there at the top, Okay. Alrighty. And so anyway, one thing too, there are also platforms, there are also tools, there are also tools that you have that can, there are also tools that you can have to go ahead and find out about these keywords and looking up keywords and looking up words, that way you can put up, words that you can use for it. You can hashtag and things like that. There are different things, and we'll talk about that this week too as well. And then you also make sure that you build a list. Make sure that you build build your own little journal. Have your journal with all of this information on it, and because it's going to recycle, because your business, some of the keywords is going to pretty much remain the same in some of your businesses as well. Now, another good way to also grow your business is, and using all of these things I just mentioned before, is kind of set yourself up with your copywriting, your keywords, and getting yourself out there like that. Putting yourself on platforms like a podcast or something like that, and then getting interviews with other influencers and things like that, and just getting out here, just talking about like I do here. I have gained so many clients here lately because even on my YouTube channel, I was talking about some things when it comes down to government contracting, and then the funding that came through for is the State Small Business Credit Initiative, and it really grew. I got a lot of feedback, and I got a lot of people reaching out to me. So you always too want to be able to stay out there, because a lot of people are those that are listening to podcasts, and also know your audience as well. But those that are listening to podcasts, those are people that are serious, and they're very strategic. They're very specific about what they want to, information that they want to know and learn about. So when you get on those platforms, you give them some meat and potatoes. I know everybody's out here shucking and jiving and just shooting the breeze a lot of times, but there are some serious people out here in case your business requires a little more in-depth conversation about what's going on in your business. Okay, so don't pass on the long form of video and things like that. Of course, certain platforms are going to have maybe like TikTok. You get on there, you do less than a minute, or some in certain instances now they're getting that you can do it a little longer. But here again, just know your platform, and know, especially your social media platforms, know that platform, know what it's going to take, what that platform requires, and know what it's going to take to get on there and be successful. That's all I'm saying. And every platform is not for you. Every social media platform may not be for your business, but those that are, just learn them, know what's going on with them, and use them. You can't bypass that now. One of the attendees that was in the was in the meeting with us yesterday mentioned that, hey, I've been doing graphic design for 16 years and da 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 da. And I said, yeah, that's the problem, because he was just trying to say, I've tried all of this. We were talking, and I said, I've tried that, I've tried this. And I said, no, but you haven't tried social media. And so he was like, no, he didn't feel like he needed to get on social media, but now more than ever, he really needs to get on social media with his business. I told him, I said, that was then, this is now. After 2020, we're just we're in a different technology age. The game has really changed, and I know a lot of you feel it. So here again, don't neglect learning more things. Don't neglect learning new things, and don't neglect getting out here and just really taking your business to the next level by learning new things. Don't think that old way after 2019, that is not the way business is done. It's done a little bit different now, and a lot of people have had an awakening of, hey, I need to do something else. I need to do something on the side, because all of this security and all of these things that I thought was going to be my security, it's not it anymore. So here again, this is the way it is now, and much success to those that really know this and are really taking action on different things and are not afraid and just want to do something different, and and not just listening to everybody else give them their opinion about where their life should be, especially when it comes down to business. I'm gonna tell you, I advise anyone that is really out here doing business, and really listen to those that know what's going on. Don't listen at your ones that are not doing what you want to do, embark on. Don't listen at people that just really don't have a clue to what's going on with you. We love our families and we love people that are close to us, but sometimes if they're not where you're going, they can't tell you anything about where you need to be, or where in the direction of your life. So you have to look at them and see what they're doing, and no harm, no shade, no nothing, but you just really have to do what you do, and be very wise in your decision making to get into the next level. Especially in business, it's just totally different now. We don't do business the same way. We do it in a way more digital now than we used to, and it'll work if you work it. You have to just come up with a plan. Business plans are not dead. A while back, when I was just talking to people about business plan, had a few people that's like, yeah, I don't need no business plan, I got my own business. But the business that they wanted, that they didn't do the business plan in, they went on to something else, because when you gotta have a business plan, you're focused. I've been talking to you guys about the same thing ever since I've gotten on social media. So a lot of times you have people just jump into this, they jump into that, they jump into this, they jump into that. No kind of direction, taking themselves off focus. They're not focused on anything, just any shining object. Oh, I can make money here. Oh, let me go here. Oh, I can make money here. I can go here. I can make money here. I can go here. You don't know what you want to do. No, the shiny object syndrome is not sustaining. Okay, so my advice to you is get that thing, know that thing that you want to do, and put your energies in it as much as you can, and get to working on it, and so where you can be successful in it. And that's the best thing I can tell you about growing a business, and sustaining a business too as well. But use some of these tactics I showed you and I shared with you, and remember to also get on the text message at 833-247-6465. That's 833-247-6465. Put text Push to Dream to that number, and you will get the information when I'm going live, or when I'm going live in the Zoom. I will send you a link, or even when I'm going live, like when I'm going live on social media as well. So if you want to stay connected with me, that's what you need to do. Okay. Alrighty. Outside of social media as well, because I do, like I said, I do get with my community, and we just we do other things outside of social media. So we can grow together and you won't miss out on anything, because we're getting ready to come into the end of the year, getting ready. Black Friday is coming up. A lot of you have businesses. We're going to be talking about some things to get you out here, and you need to be going live now. A lot of you, if you aren't, you need to be pumping your business. You need to be doing things that's pertaining to your business right now. You don't need to wait till November to do it. You need to be working on it now. I know we all plan for Thanksgiving and we plan for the holidays, but you need to plan for your success. Listen, you need to plan for that success that you want to have, because it's not coming to you. You got to get out here and get it. Okay? Alrighty, and I will be talking to you tomorrow. Alrighty, have a beautiful night. Stay connected. Bye-bye.